A mainstay of Huntsville's Love and Marriage could soon be subject to severe legal consequences. The popular reality show's main character, Martell Holt, is in hot water once more after he allegedly broke a court-issued no-contact order involving his ex-wife Melody Sherry Rogers. Their personal and public lives have always revolved around the conflict between the two ex-houses, but this most recent development may have dire repercussions for the troubled reality star. A judge in Alabama recently heard a motion to revoke Holt's bond from the Huntsville District Attorney's Office. According to a report from Urban Bell, Martel is accused in the motion of repeatedly violating their divorce settlement's no-contact clause by talking to Melody about things that had nothing to do with their agreement. According to the allegations, Martel has been incessantly contacting Melody regarding issues that are not covered by their divorce agreement, indicating a flagrant disrespect for the legal limits established to safeguard both parties. These events reflect the ongoing conflict between Martel and Melody and go beyond a simple legal issue. Their tense relationship has been the main focus of Love and Marriage Huntsville, enthralling viewers with its combination of heartbreaking lows and intense emotions. But this most recent development changes the focus from reality show drama to Martel's potentially life-altering legal situation. Since the court has already issued a no-contact order intended to reduce conflict and ensure compliance with the terms of their divorce, the DA's move to revoke Martel's bond represents a significant escalation. Martel may be subject to severe repercussions, including jail time, if the court determines that there is enough proof that he has knowingly ignored this order. Since the public and the legal system will now be examining Martel's actions and decisions, this could be a turning point in his life. For Melody, it serves as a sobering reminder of how crucial it is to maintain boundaries and enforce legal protections following a tumultuous relationship. Now, everyone is watching to see how this high-stakes hearing turns out because jail time could be imminent. A judge decided to change Martell Holt's bond agreement and impose a more stringent no-contact order with his ex-wife, Melody Sherry Rogers. In the ongoing legal drama surrounding the Love and Marriage Huntsville star, given the seriousness of the accusations against Martel, this decision not only ends their ongoing custody dispute, but also imposes total zero contact between the two. The case demonstrates the tumultuous relationship between the ex's household, which has progressed from legal battles to social media public scrutiny. The Huntsville District Attorney's motion contains shocking allegations that paint a troubling picture of Martel's actions. The victim met with the undersigned on this date to talk about our impending trial, per court documents. The defendant called the victim after she left my office and demanded to know why she was there. Now that the defendant, or someone close to the defendant, may be watching her, the victim feels intimidated and anxious for her safety. These remarks raise questions regarding Melody's safety and well-being because they imply a blatant transgression of boundaries. With accusations that go beyond the courtroom and into the digital sphere, Martel's purported actions have widened the gap between the two. In addition to straining their co-parenting relationship, the ongoing drama has sparked public debate as both fans and critics watch the story develop. Notwithstanding the existing legal safeguards, the accusations suggest a pattern of disobedience to the court's orders, which, if confirmed, could have serious repercussions for Martel. The controversy that already surrounds Holt, who has come under fire for his turbulent relationship with Melody, is further heightened by this escalation. Although the no-contact decision demonstrates the court's dedication to ensuring Melody's safety, it also has significant implications for Martel's future, both legally and personally. Even though the custody dispute was supposed to be the main point of contention between the ex-couple, this latest turn of events suggests that the stakes have only increased, leaving many to speculate about what might happen to Martel next. As tensions increase, the effects of these accusations extend well beyond the courtroom. They cut to the heart of a story that has enthralled audiences and sparked discussions about responsibility, decency, and the limits of private relationships in public. The continuous tale of love and marriage stars of Huntsville. The Melody, Sheree Rogers, and Martell Holt have made a splash in the courtroom and among the show's viewers by switching from reality TV to real-life legal drama. In March 2021, the once dominant couple filed for divorce, citing temperamental incompatibility as the cause. Since then, a tense custody dispute and a string of alarming accusations have harmed their post-divorce relationship and damaged Holt's reputation. After finding the perpetrator, court arrested them. The court found that Holt had actually clipped the fingers of the bottom of the glasses that owned the house. Arrests for harassment and claims of child abuse have contributed to Martell Holt's ongoing legal issues, escalating an already raging dispute. The Huntsville District Attorney filed a motion to revoke Holt's bond and impose more stringent restrictions after he was allegedly in violation of a court-imposed no-contact order. This most recent development highlights the ongoing conflicts between the ex-spouses and highlights how erratic his interactions with Melody have been. Holt's legal troubles go beyond the custody dispute. In May 2024, he was found guilty of domestic abuse, which damaged his reputation. This conviction only made people more worried about his actions and how they might affect his kids and others around him. Further demonstrating the gravity of the charges against Holt is the court's decision to modify his bond agreement in order to put Melody's safety first. Holt's romantic life has also come under scrutiny outside of the courtroom. He started dating Sheree Whitfield, a star of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, after he and Melody got divorced. Although the couple made headlines, their relationship further complicated Holt's public image by entwining his personal relationships with his ongoing legal and familial issues. It also fueled rumors and increased his visibility in the reality television industry. Now, navigating her life after the divorce has required Melody to deal with the emotional and legal ramifications of their turbulent relationship, in addition to co-parenting difficulties. And she has addressed the persistent custody and harassment issues with Martel while trying to keep things stable for her kids in spite of the turmoil. The drama between Melody and Martel, which combines the high-stakes tension of reality TV with actual repercussions, keeps viewers engrossed as the story progresses. Their story is kept interesting and cautionary by the web of intrigue created by the custody dispute, legal charges, and personal entanglements. Martell Holt has had a very busy life since her divorce. The former Love and Marriage Huntsville couple has been embroiled in a number of court cases and public arguments since formally splitting from Melody Sheree Rogers in March 2021, which have intensified well beyond what viewers witnessed on screen. An ongoing legal drama has grown out of what began as a well-publicized split, with their lives being dominated by charges, arrests, and a contentious custody dispute. The conflict over their children's custody following their divorce. The custody of their children has been one of the most controversial topics. Although Melody and Martel have expressed a strong desire to give their children the best upbringing possible, co-parenting has become nearly impossible due to their wildly divergent parenting philosophies and personal issues. Although many aspects of their custody case are still under wraps, courtroom testimony and public filings have exposed a difficult path full of charges. Martel, who formerly took great satisfaction in being a devoted father, has been accused of child abuse and harassment. In addition to endangering his relationship with his kids, these allegations have drawn more attention from the court. Things have gotten more complicated as a result of his recent actions, which included breaking a court-ordered no-contact agreement with Melody. The Huntsville District Attorney actually filed a motion to revoke his bond because of his repeated disobedience of court orders, pointing to a pattern of conduct that indicates a failure to adhere to legal boundaries. Tensions surrounding the no-contact order intensify. At first, the no-contact order permitted Martel to speak with Melody only about issues directly pertaining to their kids, but the district attorney's filings claimed that Martel went beyond these limits. According to an incident described in court filings, Melody met with the DA to discuss their impending trial, and soon after, Martel allegedly got in touch with her According to reports, he insisted on knowing why she was in the DA's office, causing Melody to feel intimidated and afraid that she might be being watched by Martel or someone connected to him. The judge changed the no contact order to forbid Martel from getting in touch with Melody either directly or indirectly, essentially severing all communication between the two. This incident served as a tipping point for the court. Any previous communication permissions pertaining to their custody are superseded by the amended order, arrangement that demonstrates how the court put Melody's safety above all other factors. Martel's legal issues go beyond the no contact order. She also faces allegations of harassment and a conviction for domestic violence. His reputation was further tarnished in May 2024 when he was found guilty of domestic abuse. The charge has had a lasting impact on Martel's attempts to repair his reputation, even though the details of the incident that resulted in the conviction are still confidential. This conviction and Melody's continuous allegations of harassment together present a concerning image of a man who finds it difficult to maintain appropriate and healthy boundaries in his interpersonal relationships. In addition, Melody has charged Martel with using their kids as a tool for control, utilizing custody battles to keep in touch with her in spite of the court's attempts to set limits. Together with his legal troubles, these accusations point to a pattern of conduct that the court has judged detrimental, which has resulted in more stringent restrictions on his activities. In addition to court proceedings, the couple's personal issues have been discussed on social media and on television, where they first became well known on Love and Marriage Huntsville. The show first highlighted their family life and business ventures, but it soon evolved into a forum for discussing their marital strife. Melody's public disclosure of Martel's long-term affair and the child he fathered with another woman was a major plot point that led to their breakup. Martel's romantic adventures continued after his divorce, as he developed a romantic relationship with Cherie Whitfield, star of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Fans were intrigued and suspicious of their relationship, wondering if it was sincere or just a ploy to stay in the spotlight. Regardless of its sincerity, the relationship further complicated Martel's already turbulent story by drawing him into the web of reality TV drama and Melody's point of view after Melody's life has been about finding her peace and concentrating on her work and kids. She has been candid about how difficult it can be to co-parent with someone who doesn't respect boundaries. Melody has remained calm and used her position to support women in comparable circumstances in spite of the ongoing legal disputes and public scrutiny. Fans have praised her for her perseverance. She is viewed by many as a model of resilience in the face of hardship. But there's no denying that the ongoing drama with Martel has taken a toll, raising concerns about their future together. What will happen to Melody and Martel next? The former couple's legal situation is more complicated than ever since Martel's bond was revoked and more stringent restrictions were put in place. It is unclear how the court will resolve the ongoing issues, and the custody battle is still very much in the spotlight. Right now, it seems like the main priorities are keeping Melody safe and giving their kids a secure environment. Martel's future will probably depend on his readiness to follow court directives and change the actions that have caused him to run afoul of the law. It's unclear if the drama will continue to overshadow his efforts or if he will be able to rebuild his life and mend his relationships. There is no denying that Martell Holt and Melody Cher Rogers' story are far from over.